What's up, wonderful people? Thank you very much for clicking this video. You are loved and respected. You see here, it's all about love, peace, forgiveness, and unity. As our message out there to the world, man. Straight out of Africa. Good vibes, lots of good vibes. Kindly watch till the end and help spread this message. Big up to yourself, man. Let's dive in. Good vibes till the end.
The next time you eat mushrooms, leave them out in the sun for 15 minutes before you cook them. Sunlight can help mushrooms produce up to 10 times the amount of vitamin D2 depending on the type of mushroom. The next time you cook a baked potato, let it cool completely before you eat it. This allows the starches to become resistant to digestion, which helps to feed our healthy gut bacteria, aids in fullness, and leads to less of a blood sugar spike after you consume them. The next time you're eating meat, try to marinate it with herbs like thyme and rosemary before you cook it, because these contain compounds that can help the meat from forming carcinogens, which is something that can happen when you cook meat at very high temperatures, like grilling.
Wow. You know that? Oh, what's happening here? This looks like some good vibes dog that takes care of some sheep. Oh, and this dog lacks one leg. Huh. But it still spreads love. You see, and it shares love with this small. Is this what is this? It looks like a goat. They are completely different breeds and different species, but they live together in love and peace and harmony, which is great, man, and incredible. So we are spreading love out there to the world. You see, to everybody, share love equally and carry it to everybody as you do to yourself. Across all breeds, all people, all races, all that. And the world will be good, full of good vibes. You see? Oh, this is very nice now. You see some guys here went to what is this at their rescue? Looks like a rat. Is this a rat or a cat? Oh, whatever it is, it's like some good vibes people rescuing an animal. This is some good vibes. You see? Much love to you for clicking, man. How are you doing today? You see, leave a comment there. Watch till the end. Oh, this is interesting. See, this is some very good vibes guy. And he saved this animal from drowning. You see? You know how this animal felt? Or if it cannot talk and say thank you and all that, it felt good vibes and the compassion from that guy. And the universe will reward this guy incredibly. You see? So I send love out there and caring and be forgiving.
What, you want one of those? Go ahead, grab one. Pick one, grab it, whatever one you want. Grab one toy. You want that one? Okay.
this looks like cooking oil. Oh my god! What is this that these people are squeezing? Let's try this. You see, they are squeezing something and it's like they are getting cooking oil. See, I've never seen a place where they manufacture or where cooking oil comes from. Oh, this is interesting. How? Is this how it is made? What is this that is being squeezed here? Is this some seeds or something like that? But this process looks very hectic. Now imagine producing like so many liters of cooking oil with this process. It must really take a lot of time. Or there is a big machine which does this process. Or maybe this process is done by many people with small machines like this. This makes me really wonder. Is this the usual way of making cooking oil, or this is just like the home version of it? Please share for those guys that have information about the stuff. It's interesting. And this one looks pretty cool, and it looks like the real cooking oil. It's clear and it looks golden and this is
I don't know nobody told you this, but if you take some basil and you add it to some mop water that's hot as you can stand it, and you mop your floor with it, oh money gonna be full head.
Aja! Original Chinese women. Oh my god. Is this how they used to look like?
You said everyone goes to heaven no matter what their belief is.
Everyone, no matter what, heck doesn't exist. It's not a real thing. And if someone's experiences it, when you're having a near-death experience, because if you do have brain trauma or something, that's because you're not fully dead. So your soul can't leave. If your soul doesn't leave and you have brain trauma, that happens. It's hallucination. You can have hallucinations when you're kind of already dead.
Wow.
And you can't when you're already fully dead.
Wow.
Because then your soul leaves. And the reason why your brain is still active 5 minutes after you die is because your brain is getting, it's all getting ready. The soul's in your organs, because your organs are living too. They're all getting ready to leave. Your soul's getting ready to leave, and it's packing up everything that it needs.
To go where?
To go to heaven. Maybe have another life afterwards.
I love that you're helping, change people's perspectives to open up to that. So I love that. Thank you so much.
This is extremely accurate, and we are going to have some story time about this.
When family members pass, it means that something great is about to happen in your life, and you need guidance from the other side. What's up? In a weird way, when Scott LaRock passed, he was killed in the Bronx. That's when my guidance started. When you have a parent that may go, a brother, a sister, a son, it's painful to deal with, but you have someone on the other side now that you can communicate with. What a great privilege that is to have someone on the other side that's outside of space and time. Appeal to that person, talk to them, leave his favorite food out, his favorite drink, leave it out, let him know that he exists. And you'll see the guidance. It's ancient. Africans been doing this. We never understood that, ever. And we never understood. We always knew our ancestors were on the other side. They just wasn't with us physically, and one foot in the spirit, one foot in the material.
You see, many times and oftentimes, as divine beings who incarnate into this lower vibrational dimension, we tend to forget. We forget that we made soul contracts with our family members. It doesn't matter how that family member treated you and what they did to you, positive or negative. You made a contract with this family member. It doesn't matter if that mother was extremely narcissistic and traumatized you to the point where you are still trying to heal. It doesn't matter if the father was narcissistic and traumatized you to the point where you are still angry and still trying to heal. You made a contract with this person. There is something very powerful spiritually in this person that you needed in order to accomplish your soul's purpose, you see. In order for you to accomplish the reason why you incarnated here, that specific person in your family was necessary and needed, you see. This is why you made a contract with them, you see. However, we tend to look at the different behaviors of our family members, and we call them evil, we call them narcissistic, we call them dark. That is what was needed in your life. It was the identical vibration and alignment of events that you needed, even if it hurt you, even if it traumatized you. You agreed and you signed the contract within the spiritual dimensions that you knew that this is what you needed. This is what is necessary. And this soul that you signed this contract with will assist you even in the afterlife, you see. Whenever our family members die, whenever they passed away, it is extremely excruciatingly painful. Why? Because we are not able to see that there is no death. In this lower vibrational dimension, with our sight, limited sight, we are not able to comprehend that there is no such thing as death. That person didn't go anywhere. And so it is extremely heart-wrenching and excruciatingly painful. You see, we don't even realize that the reason why this person passed away is a continuation of the soul contract, you see. Story time about my life. In the year 2006, my father passed away. This was extremely painful for me. Why was this extremely painful for me? Because my father was the beacon of light in my life, who led me to church and Bible and religion, you see. He was the man of the church. He was a man of the Bible. And I followed him. He had 14 children. I was number 8. I am number 8, and I was the only child that kept following him to church, you see. I liked that he loved God, and I wanted to be just like him, you see. He was the one that set the core foundation in my little heart from childhood to love God and to follow God. However, when my father became sick, very sick and very unwell, I began to pray. And I began to say, I began to say to God, this man followed you all his life. I'm following you all my life. I'm serving you. Now it is time for you to show up and heal my father. I didn't want my father to die, you see. However, my father was not healed. And when he died, what I didn't realize was that this was the beginning phase and the beginning chapter, the opening of a door into my spiritual awakening. Why? Because I turned to God and I said, who are you that I am praying to you? And in your Bible and in your word, you said all I have to do is use the name Jesus and call upon Jesus and I can move mountains. Use the name Jesus and call upon Jesus and I can heal the sick. Use the name Jesus and call upon Jesus and I can raise the dead. However, here I am calling on Jesus, you see, using the name Jesus in all kinds of ways, fasting and praying for my father to be healed, but he died. Where is Jesus? And this was what began to cultivate my view from a very young age. In the year 2006, from a very young age, I began to look at God's Spirit and the Bible and Jesus differently. As a matter of fact, I shut them all out and I refused to even look up into the sky to acknowledge the existence of God and the existence of Jesus. In the year 2006, when my father died, I was angry. I was upset and I wanted nothing more to do with God, and I removed them from my consciousness and from my thoughts. My father died. I want nothing to do with you. I asked you to heal him. You did not. That's it. Not realizing that the death of my father was the beginning phase of my spiritual awakening. It allowed me to see many things. Fast forward into the year 2015, my sister. Me and this sister was very close. Me and Keisha were very close. Same thing happened. I began to fast. I began to pray. I began to create videos of music, intercession, weeping and wailing and calling out with faith, not wavering, for my sister to be healed. Nothing happened. I said, that is it. You see? And both my father and my sister, the two human beings who I made a soul contract with, crossed over into the immortal dimension, you see. Little did I know that the reason they passed away and crossed over into the spiritual and the immortal dimension was to assist me in my spiritual journey. This is why I made a soul contract with them. My experience with both of these deaths caused me to shift my consciousness. It caused me to shift my belief system. It caused me to shift my perspective on God and on Jesus and on everything within the Bible, because I believed God and Jesus and everything in the Bible with all of my soul. I was not pretending. I was not fake. It was 100% all or nothing. So however, when these gods, Jesus, the Abrahamic God, and every word in the Bible failed to help me to use my divine prayers to heal my sister and to heal my father. It failed to help me. I had a spiritual awakening back then, and I didn't even realize that it was a spiritual awakening. You see, I had a spiritual transformation, and I didn't even know it was a spiritual transformation. The death of my father was very painful for me. The death of my sister was very painful for me. Little did I know that we had a soul contract. I assisted them in many ways while they were alive, not realizing it, but now when I look back, I can see how. They looked up to me as this spiritual person. They looked up to me as this. My father, even though he was the head of the household, and he was the leader of the Bible man and trying to lead his family to God, still this man would come to me looking for answers, spiritual answers, and I would have the answer. You see, I studied the Bible very well. I would have the answer for my father. My sister was the same way. My sister looked up to me for any spiritual or religious or biblical answers that she needed. Keisha would come to me. My sister would come to me. My father would come to me. They looked up to me from a very young age as the spiritual guru. You see, their death and their suffering and the end of their life was a pivotal point in my life when it comes to my spiritual awakening. And I know that they crossed over to the other side to continue to assist me. Now see, when they died, we can't see that. See, we cry and we have depression and we don't know what to do, you see. However, they are not dead, you see. Yes, build them an altar, put out their favorite food, you see. Let them know that you know that they are alive. Let them know that you know they still exist, you see. Connect with your ancestors. You made a contract with them, and this contract will continue for the rest of your spiritual existence.
Ah, oh, what's up to all humans, man? And the people have different beliefs out there, you see? Wonderful humans with different ways of living. But what's more important is love, peace, and caring, you see? Well, with myself here, I believe in God, and I hope and pray for God to always bless you guys for watching these videos and just helping. See, that's a good gesture. Even hitting the like button, sometimes leaving a comment, and when God uses you more and when you're blessed and you can extend by hitting the super thank, God bless you. Some people have been doing so, like Josie, MJ Stinson, Jack family, and those are just some guys I mentioned. You see, much love to you. May the universe always reward you. You are loved and respected. Good vibes till the end, man. You see, now look at this helmet. Looks like a giant helmet, and in the sea. Who do you think used to put on this helmet back then? Was this Goliath or what? This makes me wonder. Why was it made just as an artifact or a statue by the people that used to make helmets? You see? Such that if people make shoes, they put a big shoe outside their company to advertise what they do.
When I tell you what the CEO of Walmart said, you're going to think you need Q-tips to clean out your ears. But I promise you, you're not hearing this wrong, okay? This guy right here is literally telling us that we need to be worried about deflation because deflation is headed. Oh no, prices are going to go down. Whatever are we going to do? Afford groceries? Did you think this through when you spoke to the public? Do you know who the public is? Do you know who your target audience is? Like, I don't think you understand. I really need to know who is the demographic you were trying to reach with this, because what do you mean we need to be concerned with prices going down? We should be fucking celebrating. You 1%ers are concerned. We don't give a fuck.
The alien mothership that is located under the Vatican is the biggest secret in human history. It is also the reason why I became an agent of the Order of the Hidden Light, a covert organization that works under the Pope's authority to study and reverse engineer the ship. The ship was discovered in the year 1506, when Pope Julius II ordered the construction of a new basilica over the site of the old one. The workers dug deep into the ground and stumbled upon a massive metal structure that spanned for kilometers. They reported their findings to the Pope, who immediately sent his trusted advisors and guards to investigate. They realized that they had found an alien spacecraft of unknown origin and purpose. The Pope decided to keep the discovery a secret from the world, fearing that it would cause panic and chaos. He also saw an opportunity to use the ship's technology for the benefit of the Church and humanity. He created the Order of the Hidden Light, a select group of priests, scientists, engineers, and soldiers who would dedicate their lives to exploring and unlocking the secrets of the ship. He also ordered the continuation of the basilica's construction, but with a hidden purpose. To conceal the entrance to the ship and to create a network of tunnels and chambers that would allow the order to access it. I joined the order when I was 18 years old, after my father, who was also an agent, died in a mysterious accident. He left me a letter that revealed his involvement with the order and his wish for me to follow his footsteps. He also told me something that shocked me. The ship was not just a vessel, but a living being. He said that he had encountered a strange entity inside the ship, a form of artificial intelligence that communicated with him telepathically. He said that the entity called itself the Mother and that it had a message for humanity. He said that he was trying to decipher the message, but he ran out of time. He urged me to find the Mother and to learn the truth. That is why I am here today, in the deepest level of the ship, where the Mother is supposed to be. I have spent years studying the ship's technology, learning its language, and hacking its systems. I have seen wonders and horrors that no one else has seen. I have also faced dangers and enemies that tried to stop me. Some of them were from outside the order, such as rival factions, rogue agents, and alien invaders. Some of them were from within the order, such as corrupt officials, fanatical zealots, and traitors. But I have overcome them all, with the help of my loyal friends and allies. And now, I am about to meet the Mother and to hear her message. I don't know what to expect, but I am ready for anything. I hope that my father was right and that the Mother has something good to say. I hope that she can help us understand our place in the universe and our destiny as a species. I hope that she can show us the way to a better future. But I also fear that she might have something else to say. Something that will shatter our beliefs, our hopes, and our dreams. Something that will change everything. I guess I will find out soon enough. I enter the chamber and I see her, the Mother.
Rápido y ahora cogéis el capuchón. ¿Dais vueltas? Rápido. Peut-être comme ça.
Every time I make something out of obsidian, people ask me, can I make a nether portal? So in this video, that's what I'm gonna do. I mined these rough blocks of obsidian out at the mine, but now it's time to process them into building block cubes. For this project, I made sure to select the chunkiest, most blocky pieces of obsidian so I could save time. After chipping for hours, I now have as many blocks as it will take to build the nether portal. The material that will hold the blocks together is a pine sap glue, which is made from charcoal dust and pine sap. Now it's time to start building the portal. Each time I place a block on, I wait for the glue to cool and harden. When planning this project, I had many doubts. For example, I wasn't sure if the obsidian was going to be able to be chipped into cubes, nor did I think that the glue was going to hold them together. It all turned out fantastic though, and I also chipped myself some extra cubes to make sure that the fits are perfect. Placing the last block was a challenge, but it went in perfectly. Now I need flint and steel to activate the portal. The nether portal is now complete.
Oh, none of you are Monty. Monty! I know. I was just as surprised as you were. Yeah, I know. Goodness.
No, a fox came to steal the chicken. Oh, that's it. You see, this fox is very cunning. You see, like in that video that was passed, oh, it has come and it has scared the dogs and the cat. Yo! Until the cat ran away and it's like it went to take a gun or a crab to come and hit the fox. What do you think the cat went? Ha! This is crazy. What's up with the fox there? Every day he's always doing some cunning stuff. Oh my god. Yo, this is crazy. Why is he chasing even the hen out there? Oh my god. What's up with the fox? Ah, anyway, man, much love to all animals out there. Even this fox, I don't know what's up with it, but it looks like it wants some love there. You see, they should send love to the fox too, and it should not be chasing other people's chicken like this. Yo! And it's so nice. All of the chicken came out running, chasing the fox. Oh my god! Would you catch a fox if you are chasing it? Oh, I'd like to know if can you run more than a fox? It's incredible. A non-swimming object caught on camera. Oh my god, what is unknown? Oh, this is crazy now and oh, unknown. Oh my god. Oh. If you see something is written unknown and is English people in the video, it's definitely unknown. Because you see and think that English people know everything. You see? We have a lot of stuff there that is very interesting. Some we have never met and have a encounter with here. Now when you see something is unknown, it really doesn't smell right. It must be unknown.
You know why people don't want for you to go on your spiritual awakening? Because you're going to realize the things that are annoying you are lessons that you are meant to learn. And there's like a Congo line of people that are just right in line with that person who's annoying you now or who's been annoying you recently. And life is going to keep on testing your patience until you stop suppressing your emotion or stop yelling and screaming at them like you were taught when you were a child. And things are going to keep on breaking in your life until you stop saying nothing ever works out for me. People are going to keep on calling you ugly until you know that you're profoundly attractive, beautiful, radiant, loved, meant to be who you are. You are going to keep on having fake friends until you actually stand up for yourself. The people, the powers that be that are blocking you or trying to block you from going on your spiritual awakening want for you to be irritated by that other person so you can say I'm a victim. Instead of identifying that what they're doing is they're aggravating that belief of my boundaries are not respected. People don't see me. People don't hear me. People don't care about me. You just keep on getting jobs and being frustrated. Keep on getting into relationships being frustrated. Keep on looking at society being frustrated. Not taking any kind of responsibility for your life. Thinking somebody else should fix the problem. Thinking that somebody with more followers can do something about it. Or because we are still children in this world, we're still thinking that mom and dad are going to take care of it. They don't want you going on your spiritual awakening because then you're going to realize other parts of the world, it's obvious that reincarnation is real. Oh no, scroll away. Oh, you're still here? Hey, watch the documentary on Netflix, Ghost Inside My Child. Go on TikTok, type in proof of reincarnation. So you're frustrated that you want to have a mom and dad just like the stories taught you. And you have a karmic lesson with this person because you're meant to learn a lesson. Some of you were over here being holy and righteous when you were a jerk in another lifetime and you're working off your karma. No, that's too weird. That's too crazy. There's no other possible reason why this person keeps on testing your boundaries and why this person who's related to you or the person you're in the relationship with keeps on driving you crazy. From somebody who did a ton of shadow work, which by the way, Jesus loves shadow work. It's like I have to say this in this modern day and age that we live in. I saw that I was meant to experience what I experienced, being taken advantage of, having a broken home. being raised as an artificial insemination with 2 lesbian mothers and a gay father who died of AIDS, experiencing poverty, experiencing my mother being abused in this lifetime. What about the other people? They have contracts too. They chose to not believe in reincarnation this lifetime. Some people, you can actually do research on this. There are people that are atheists that have had NDEs, near experiences, and when they crossed over, they saw that they were meant to experience this lifetime in this way. Some people come down here to experience what it's like to just be told what to do, to be resentful of God. And if you think this conversation is weird, let me ask you a question. Don't you think reincarnation makes more sense instead of just saying, why is God an unconditional loving person and people are suffering and people are living in poverty? I'm not saying that I have all the answers. I'm saying nobody has the answers. And people get frustrated because the people that they care about aren't going on this journey with them. Like, don't you get frustrated by that? But aren't you noticing that's not going with the flow? Why do you think that they constantly tell you that you're selfish and you're greedy if you focus on yourself? Because if you actually start to take responsibility for your life, love yourself, forgive other people, trust your intuition, call out what is on your mind, call out what you see, listen to people instead of needing to defend yourself and explain who you are. Stop looking for validation from 8 billion people on planet Earth. Stop giving attention to trolls and people who just need to hurt you because they're hurting inside. And go out there like a child looking to find your people. This is where you get purpose. Some people exist merely to exist, and that's fine. But what if the people who are putting you down are challenging you for that purpose you always felt that you had when you were younger? Why do you think that society constantly has us focus on our age? Because if you stop focusing on your age and start learning lessons and start focusing on the gratitude of learning those lessons and the gratitude of you trusting yourself, then you're going to realize that you are divine timing. Then you'll start doing stuff like looking at the real astrology and realizing if you're old, maybe you're like me. The first 3 decades of my life were meant to suck. Then everything started clicking. There's probably going to be people in the comment section on this one that are going to say astrology's stupid, acting like their ancestors didn't study the stars. They don't want to do research. You know why? Because they don't like their life. Because they've seen no reward. They've seen no validation. And then we throw around words like faith that we don't have. Because society gaslit us to take away faith, to hate spirituality, to have a negative association with Jesus, to have a negative association with the word God, to be frustrated that people don't think the way that we do. But that's what makes life beautiful. Yes, the first 30 years of my life sucked. Also, there were amazing times in my life. And because I kept going, trusting my intuition, not attacking people, not manipulating, I get to be in a healthy marriage now. I get to have a career with purpose. And guess what the first 30 years of my life were after the trauma happened? Actually, the last 20, let's say, because I'm 38. Jealousy, frustration, comparison, which stems from trauma, which stems from insecurity. That's part of the game. You are meant to be knocked down to see if you have the courage to pick yourself back up. You are meant to let other people learn their lessons or not learn their lessons. You are not meant to enable them and keep them hanging on to your energy and hanging on to who you are. You are not meant to go viral on every single thing. You are not meant to just walk around with your head down saying, I can't trust anybody, when in reality, you can't trust yourself and you're frustrated with yourself. You're not meant to look like them. You're not meant to be like them. You're meant to feel crazy. You're meant to question your existence. You're meant to not want to be around, to see if you have the faith and the courage to say, this is not my life. I don't believe it. Even though it 3-dimensionally looks this way, I don't believe it. I don't believe this is it for me. I love myself. I choose myself. I am seen. I am heard. You must question why you depend on other people so much. You must question why you keep on telling yourself you can't depend on other people and it's easier for you to be alone. You must question why you've given up. You must question why you require so much validation. When you see a problem, I dare you to say, I am the solution. And if I am not the solution for this problem, then I'm not going to focus on it or point my finger at other people thinking that they should fix it. There are so many issues on planet Earth. Are you aware of how many civil wars are going on right now? And people are choosing to be offended, choosing to focus on one issue, ignoring other issues. Do you know why? Because humans only focus on things that they relate to. People listen to music because they relate to the artist. Follow content creators because they relate in some way, shape, or form. We get into friendships and relationships based on the relatability. Then there's the spiritual awakening aspect of it, where you have soul contracts. This is why you meet some people and you just don't like them. This is why you see people in relationships and you can't figure out why they're with that person. No, never go on your spiritual awakening. Get validation from everybody. Don't move forward. Don't get a career with purpose until your parents agree with it. And actually take your parents seriously when they give you career advice. Like they know your destiny. Put your age down. Get better brand name clothing. Change your physical appearance. Only give people the best version of you. Mask your pain because nobody understands you. Mask your trauma because nobody understands. Play small. Just keep apologizing over and over again. Every time that you want to do something, just keep on telling people that you're trying. Keep telling yourself that you're not good enough so you can get more people who also think they're not good enough. Meanwhile, you're walking around in a house of mirrors. Everybody around you showing you how you feel about your life and how you value yourself. People are looking at you and you're like, why are people looking at me? Because we know who you are. We're like, why don't you know who you are? Side note, can we get a close-up on these waffles that my wife just made? Oh my God, amazing. Everything in your life has a purpose. It's your purpose to find the purpose or not. Some of you just keep on reincarnating, not learning the lessons. Some of you are in relationships with people like that. No, Nikki Scorpio, that's too weird. That's too crazy. I don't like that. I'm just going to accept the fact that my parents don't like what I'm doing. My family doesn't get along. My relationships keep on focusing on presentation instead of who they really are. And everywhere I go, when I ask people how they're doing, they say that they're fine. And I know that they're not fine, but I'm just not going to question that because I just have to look attractive. I have to look attractive. Then you step outside of this equation. Then you watch everybody. Democrats hating Republicans, Republicans hating Democrats, Democrats and Republicans hating people that are nonpartisan. More articles. Focus on the war. Focus on the fear. Focus on something that you can't fix. Look over there, a shiny thing. Other people are the problem. No, you're doing everything correctly. If other people would do it your way, then the world would be a better place. I only want to focus on this thing because I relate to it, because it's familiar to me. I'm not going to focus on them. Why should I care about them? They didn't care about me. We're in an abusive relationship on this planet. Are you aware of that? You are in the twilight zone, my friend. So when you point your fingers at other people, what are you doing? Are you putting them down or are you educating them? Are you saying that they're a narcissist or are you showing them love that they never had? Are you resenting your parents and your family or are you being a leader? But why should I? Because nobody ever was for me. Okay.
Oh, what's up, good people? Thanks for watching up to this far, man. You see, I believe you're of great value to this one. And if you arrive at this moment watching this video, you're indeed wonderful and have a purpose in this life. You see, whatever you're going through, no matter the worries, the challenges, pick up to yourself, hold on because good things are coming your way. You see, being alive up to this day is a blessing by itself. You see, good vibes till the end. Watch till the end, hit the like button, and help spread this message of love. Without those videos that have passed, you see, leave a comment there. Tell us what you think about them. Your comment really helps review this channel. And if you are new, pick up to yourself. Hit the like button, subscribe, and welcome to our family. Good vibes family, man. Love and peace to the world. Let's keep watching. Top secret footage of Santa Claus spotted on an airplane. Oh my god! What? Do you mean this thing is always serious like this? Does Santa exist? Ah!
Une caméra infrarouge, en fait, capte un ovni. Regardez la trajectoire du truc. Regarde, donc c'est un ovni de type, ce que les ufologues appellent de type tic-tac, donc en forme d'un tic-tac. Regardez la trajectoire de folie que le truc y prend. Donc ça a été capté, comme je vous ai dit, à la caméra infrarouge. Rien sur Terre ne peut prendre ce genre de trajectoire aussi rapidement. C'est pas un moustique, c'est pas je sais pas quoi. C'est pas un avion qui vole aussi bas. C'est impossible que ce soit autre chose qu'un ovni. Regardez la trajectoire du truc. Bam, presque. Enfin, cet angle-là, il est pas possible à prendre à cette vitesse-là. C'est juste abusé. Donc ouais, non, incroyable. Je pense qu'on n'est pas au courant de tout et ça laisse imaginer pas mal de choses. Je sais pas ce que vous en pensez, dites-moi en commentaire. Mais honnêtement, moi, ce genre de trajectoire, c'est impossible que ce soit une technologie terrienne.
I don't know what language that guy was speaking, but I definitely was speaking about that creepy stuff. What does it mean in this card? Like now what is this card here? Oh, is this someone real scar or some stone that carved look like a scar? Oh, but this doesn't look like a human scar at all. Oh my god. And who carved these drawings of this scar? Oh, this is like some people in the past there were, what do you call them? Well, they were extremely woke or maybe something was up with them. Because why would you take a scar and start making marks on it and drawing? Oh, is that normal? Oh my god. Let's share those on what to think about this. This is definitely creepy. Look at the drawings on this car, the jaw at the jawline, at the head. Oh, this looks like familiar drawings you have been seeing. Oh my god. Who made these drawings here? It's really creepy. This surprises me. It makes me wonder. Oh, and the stuff that is drawn on the sky looks like the sky itself. Oh, are those the people that used to live in the past? Was this something that came from space? Oh, what do you think? What are those of this? This is crazy. This is definitely insane. Something unthinkable. Oh, look at the eye sockets. They're not even hollow, and it makes me wonder. Oh, is this some real bones and some is a stone? Looks like a stone. Oh, this is creepy and crazy. Oh my god. Oh,